Welcome back. Take a look at this house. We are now less than 2 weeks away from Halloween. I think this house was just made for Halloween.
I was just going to say that. That looks like a haunted house.
Doesn't it? We're getting a live look at a home in Wellington that is ready to celebrate. And just for the record, I would love to live in a house like this.
Yes,
This display is on Courtland Street if you want to check it out for yourself. That is so... Oh my gosh, look at that LED display.
Holy.
Wow. All right. I don't know if I'd be able to sleep in that house while that was happening.
Not in that room anyway.
Not in that room. Thank you, Jamie Smith, for sharing your display with us this morning. And Holly and I want to come over and hang out.
You're right, though. That house is definitely...
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah.
And as we get closer to Halloween, we were just talking about it at the commercial break, we're also only a couple weeks away from tossing out the pumpkins after Halloween.
But a widespread social media post warns people not to feed them to wildlife. So we are verifying, is it safe? Here's Ariane Datil.
Thousands of pumpkins are sold in the U.S. every year, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Some pumpkins are carved into incredible jack-o'-lanterns. Others are painted to look like celebrities. And some turn into this. But what should you do with your pumpkins after Halloween is over? This viral Instagram post suggests smashing the pumpkins and feeding them to deer. But is it safe for wildlife to eat discarded pumpkins? Let's verify. Our sources are Kristen Dentreiter, chair of the Nutritional Ecology Working Group with the Wildlife Society, and David Mizejewski, a naturalist with the National Wildlife Federation. Dentreiter and Mizejewski agree. It's generally not a good idea for humans to feed wildlife because it may stop them from eating their natural foods.
That can cause nutritional deficiencies.
But since this massive pumpkin purge is just once a year, Mizejewski says it's okay.
It's a nice snack. I know pumpkin is generally nutritious, and I think that's something that's okay to do.
But only if the pumpkins are fresh and not modified, according to Dentreiter.
If they've been decorated with anything, glitter paint, maybe something from the candles, anything like that could be toxic to wildlife, so we wouldn't want them to ingest that.
She says rotten pumpkins produce alcohol, which can be especially damaging to wildlife. As a safer option, both experts recommend composting your pumpkins or donating them to a local zoo or wildlife shelter. So yes, it's generally safe for wildlife to eat pumpkins, but just make sure they aren't rotten, don't have any added chemicals, and don't do it all the time. However, it is 100% safe to feed me pumpkin pie. With your Verify, I'm Ariane Datil.
So not the rotten ones, so that excludes my pumpkins that have already rotted. You know why? Because they were sitting in the sun and it's been so hot.
Yes, you're right.
I got some of the pretty gourd pumpkins for the front porch, and they just baked.
That happens pretty fast.
Yeah.
I mean, and a lot of us get the pumpkins early, put them on the porch, then you carve them.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you've got that kind of weather, yeah. All right. Well, we'll talk more about pumpkins and everything else, and we're in the season. So it's less than 2 weeks till Halloween.
Yes, it is.
It's 2 weeks from yesterday, I think.
I know.
Okay.
We got to figure out those costumes.
Man.